The USC Trojans open their games with a rider coming into the field with his faithful steed. That warrior technically does not have a name, but the horse does.
Oh gosh, I should know
What
this
is
one.
it?
Damn, I seen the damn horse on Twitter. And seen the damn horse in person too.
These are the moments I live for.
I know, right? Yeah. I don't know, champion? I have no idea, man.
According to the Merriam-Webster Dictionary, this is a fast car used in professional auto racing. It includes F1, NASCAR, and the IndyCar series. This is like the most popular palindrome of all time. This is what we learned.
Oh, wait. That is totally throwing me through a loop.
Yes!
No,
I think he's overthinking it. I like this.
and that's not stuff. Yeah, it's not a company
Nope.
that makes cars.
Generic term.
This Giants Hall of Famer, his name is Gaylord Perry. He was well known for both doctoring baseballs and making hitters think he was doctoring baseballs. But he was never thrown out of a game for anything illegal until his 21st season in the majors. What was the name of the illegal pitch he was known to throw?
Illegal pitch. Was it called a screwball, maybe?
No.
No? Screwball was legal? I remember reading anything about an illegal pitch.
Tommy, come on. This is like one I expect you to get.
What? I can only think of legal pitches. Splitters and
You're so close, too.
sweeping curveball. Knuckle curve. I don't know.
You were close with splitters. You were close with screwballs.
12 to 6 inch curve.
The spitball.
The spit. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Man, come on.
The spitball. Yep. Okay.
We've actually mentioned this guy a couple times. Dallas Braden.
Okay.
He and Alex Rodriguez had an infamous exchange of words during a game when A-Rod broke what unwritten rule?
He walked on the mound. Oh, man. Dallas let his feelings know, and he didn't hold anything back.
Yeah.
I understand it, because that's like your dojo as a pitcher, you know what I mean? And, like, that's disrespecting your dojo.
The San Francisco 49ers of the 1980s won 6 NFC... I was just waiting for it. The Niners of the 1980s won 6 NFC West titles and 3 Super Bowls en route to being one of the NFL's best dynasties. It started with the arrival of what head coach and quarterback duo in 1979?
Bill Walsh and Joe Montana, who was drafted in the 3rd round from Notre Dame. And then they only won the Super Bowl in 81, 84, 89, 90, and then 94/95.
Ooh, this is fun. And I did ask this one to Tommy. He
Okay.
didn't get it.
Oh god, okay. No pressure, nothing.
In 1968, the A's relocated from Kansas City to Oakland.
Okay.
Owner Charlie Finley wanted to make a splash, so he brought in a Hall of Fame outfielder as his executive vice president for the first 2 seasons in the town. The move made sense, as not only did the Hall of Famer get to return to his home in the Bay Area, he also completed his last 2 years of service to receive a maximum pension.
Oh, hey, that's smart on his half. Hey, you gotta give it to him. Hey, he's Hall of Famer, he said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a Hall of Fame move right there to get that pension.
So he was already in the Hall of Fame in the 60s. Who did Finley find for the role as the executive VP, and he was also coaching at the time?
Was it DiMaggio?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. I've seen pictures of him with the white hat.
And like the gold uniform,
And
too.
then like the bright, like Kelly green.
But so out of place.
It's so out of place, because you used to seeing him in the Yankees, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you listen to the All the Smoke podcast?
I do not.
But that means you also don't have insight in this one, so this is going to be fun too. They recently hosted Ken Griffey Jr. And on the recent All the Smoke podcast, Griffey Jr. admitted to having many superstitions. But one of his favorite ones was during a dire period after going 0 for 11, he did one of the following. And this is going to be multiple choice again too. He ordered new bats in a new color, turned his batting gloves inside out, approached home plate from a different angle, or he traded in a brand new car.
I want to eliminate D, because that sounds like somebody that just has a stupid amount of money. And, I mean, granted...
You know who we're talking about.
Right, yeah. Yeah. The other one was turning the batting gloves inside out. To me, that just would seem too uncomfortable. The other one was trading the bat for different colors, which I'm leaning towards the most. Oh, approaching, like going up to bat.
Walking up from the dugout.
Yeah, okay. It's got to be one of those two. It's got to be the bat, or it's got to be approaching home plate. I'm going to go with bats.
In the podcast, Ken Griffey Jr. admitted He gave away his brand new car.
Wow. Oh, man. That's some troubles that I don't think I'll ever experience in my life.
Yeah, right. It was something along the lines of, and if anybody wants to verify this, they can go and watch it, but he said something along the lines of he had his friend drive up in one of his friend's cars to the stadium, gave him the keys to the brand new whatever it was, and drive it back home because he was 0 for 11 with it.
Oh my goodness. Whatever you feel like you break your slump, go for it.
Charles Theodore's bowl haircut was so bad as a child, the nickname given to him by kids stuck with him his entire life. He won 3 World Series rings. He had a 19-year career, but later became a hitting coach with the Red Sox, Cubs, Mets, and A's. Who is this hitter?
Chili Davis?
His bowl haircut was so bad they called it a chili bowl. Yeah.
I didn't know that. I was starting to get there, but then I was like, the haircut part actually threw me off. His name was Charles Theodore?
His name's Charles Theodore Davis, but he had the chili bowl haircut.
You learn something new every day.
Yes, sir.
All right. Who was the last player to be on the top of the National League in home runs in back-to-back seasons?
I want to say Bryce Harper. Is that too recent?
You're in the right era.
I'm in the right era. Okay, so recently, would it be as far back as Pujols and the Cardinals?
No.
No? Okay.
You want me to give you a hint?
Sure.
Think Easy Stadium to hit home runs in.
Easy Stadium. Trevor Story do that ever? I wouldn't think so.
Oh.
Home runs. Joey Votto.
No. Nolan Arenado.
Arenado. Okay.
42 and 15, 41 in 2016.
Arenado became irrelevant last season. That was like a trick.
Ouch! We were one of the first ones to do the Hall of Fame races. So like those big, tall-headed things.
You ever
see
notice
right
some
around
of the
field?
baseball teams, they do that. Like the Washington Nationals, they got the presidents. The Pirates have the pierogies. Who else has stuff?
The sausages.
The sausages from Milwaukee. But like that first race when they debuted us on the field, when we came out through the center field and did the little like, it was supposed to be a walk around, and somehow it became a run around. What's his name? Dick Callahan, the late great, right?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, he's the one that kind of like, oh yeah, they come around the corner and here they go, you know.
I just remember being Eck most of the time, the first 2 seasons. And
Well, it's Ricky, baby.
well, yeah, at least he had some speed.
Yeah, at that point, yes.
I just remember the one time I'm going around home plate, and I'm behind you guys, and I'm thinking I'm going to catch up. By first base, there's no chance. Dick Callahan goes, if you're cheering for Ricky, get loud.
Yeah.
If you're cheering for Raleigh, get loud. If you're cheering for Eck, good luck.
Good luck.
Arenado wasn't the only slugger to lead the NL in home runs in both of those years. He was tied with somebody else each year. If you can name those other 2 players that he tied with, I'll give you 1 point each.
Okay, well, Harper. Let's go for Harper for one of them.
2015, Harper also hit 42. If you get the next one, I'll give you a handshake.
A handshake.
I haven't thought this guy's name in forever.
But I haven't washed my hand in like 30 days. I want to come up with something ridiculous. Let's go with Ozuna. No, Yelich. That's who I'm going to go with.
You're on the right team. I'll give you another shot because this one's like... He was the strikeout king when he was in the AL before coming to the NL.
So there goes my thoughts of Braun or Stanton. Strikeout king. Gosh, all that comes to my mind is like Joey Gallo or stuff, but he wasn't NL.
Yeah, see if you remember this one. Chris Carter.
Carter. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Carter. Wow. Tied with him? Yeah, I would not have called that one at all.
Catfish Hunter. He holds the record for 2 additional statistics for a pitcher in a no-hitting performance.
Strikeouts would be probably the first one.
Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss? Dang it, the logic was there. Walks.
You are not hitting the nail on the head.
I'm excited to hear what it was.
So in
Okay,
his no-hitter, he holds the records for hits and RBIs, meaning he actually got 3 hits and 3 RBIs.
Wow. Okay, that's interesting. Honestly, I think that's a cool thing to know.
Well, fun fact, I actually got to hold the real Heisman. When I was at Stanford, I got to work one day. My boss calls me aside. I have something in my office. It's under some towels. I need you to take it to the stadium, but make sure no one sees you. So I get to his office, and then I go and I see the towels, and take off the towels. Jim Plunkett's Heisman is right there.
Plunkett's.
Plunkett's Heisman is right there. And it actually has some weight to it. Like you pick it up to hold it, it's actually like a good amount of, I think it's like somewhere between 40 to 50 pounds. So it's real Heisman is right there. So grab more towels. He sends one of my other coworkers, and then so we're both on it together. So we're like covering this thing up, and like this is like the most cautionary drive in a golf cart from our practice facilities into the locker room down at Stanford Stadium. So we got to get it down there, make sure no one saw us, and of course, like you drive by some people, oh hey, how's it going? What do you got? This laundry, you know, passing by. So then we get it down and we take it down because Plunkett for that week he was the team captain.
Nice.
So he's doing like a little pregame speech, and then he goes on the field for the coin toss. And another fun fact: so he was a senior. My mom was a freshman at James Lick High School down in San Jose.
Oh, I was about to say, I went to James Lick Middle School here in the
Yeah,
city.
no, this is James Lick High School down in San Jose.
All right.
So yeah, I got to hold his real highs. And I got to meet him for that weekend too. So he's a great dude. Should be in the Hall of Fame. That's a little fun story that I got with the Heisman.